This is probably copyright and I don't appreciate this. I hope it's not. Right. And we're back in. Oh, and Trucker's finally made a pit stop. And so has Joe, I think. So finally, these two making a pit stop onto the soft tyres. It is for Joe, and onto the soft tyres it is for Trucker. So, who's it going to be ahead? It's Joe with a good enough outlap there to make sure he's ahead. Now it's just going to be a fight to the end to see who can win between these two. It's been a great outlap from Joe though in the end. Increased the gap up to 3 seconds now. There's Hooters into the pits as well. And so is Catsby, so Catsby onto the softs. Hooters, what's he going to go on to? Swings it into the pits, and it's going to be soft tyres for him as well, I believe. And Hooters out. Jug also in. After putting on those hard tyres. He goes on to softs as well, and it's a new front wing as well. So Jug looked like he was going to score some high points today. And in the end, it's only going to be one at the moment. So he'll look to push on here. As, let's have a look at the penalties. See what people are on. I need a mini-map as well, or full track map. As we have a Haas spinning around. Is that Hooters? Nope, it's Ermag. So Ermag spinning everywhere here at the moment. Struggling to keep up the track as that's Joe Royal with fastest lap, trying to make sure that he gets this win with 3 seconds of penalties. Obviously Catsby gets past Ermag for 14th place. That's a 3 second time penalty for Acid. First. There's two Mercedes Rishi on exit there, really struggling. I don't know how old his tyres are. It's 38, so yeah, he's done the whole race on those, I think. So yeah, he is into the pits here. Here we'll go on to the soft compound tyres to the end of the race. So he drops down. He's going to be behind Acid here. Ahead of Jug though. As he slots back into P9. There's something's going wrong with this. Right, there we go, put it back up. Sweet. So he needs to make more pit stops. Still Lanzy out there on those old medium tyres. He needs to go as long as possible. Let's make sure he's got fresh soft tyres to the end. I mean, Joe's gonna have to do. Joe and Trucker are both gonna have to do 19 laps on those tyres, which is gonna be a hefty stint. The soft tyres do not last at all. There's just Lancy coming to the pits. No, still not yet. So still staying out. There's Trucker. The gap staying around 3.5 seconds here. I just realised I never tested to see if you could hear me. Okay, yeah, you can. Okay, good. Just checking I'm talking to myself in the past like age. But yeah, Trucker needing to get within 3 seconds of Joe Royal to win this race. Still got 16 laps to do so, but that's Jug the fastest lap here. Lancy with a 24-second gap. I think David's made a mistake here. Or is it Hooters? No, Hooters made the mistake. Hooters was right behind. So Hooters with the mistake. That means now that Lancy has got a 24-second gap behind him. Surely you'd make the pit stop here. It's effectively a free pit stop. 25 seconds now the gap is, so not going to lose any positions by doing this. And nope, still staying out there. So on those old tyres, we have someone going around. Is that Catsby or Acid? I think that was Acid going around. So Acid drops behind Rishi now, with no front wing as well, I believe. So that will need changing, and that it's going to take him out the points here. As he's going to come into the pits. He's skipped across the white lines there, though, which you're not supposed to do. I don't think you're meant to cut across those white lines, so that could be interesting to see what the stewards think of that, actually. But that moves Jug up to P9 for Rico into P10. We'll see if Rico can go to the end on those tyres. 30 laps, it's possible. But the gap ahead, almost on 3 seconds here, so Trocker, small gains here. It's exactly what you need to get within 3 seconds of the car ahead. It's going to be interesting to see who wins this race between these two. There's Lanzi coming to the pits though. Over 40 laps on these medium tyres. It's a huge stint. Coming out the corner, it's in 5th gear. That's how bad these tyres are. He's got to make a pit stop sometime soon though. Can't do the whole race without a pit stop, unless he has done a pit stop. I will have a look. No, sure, you have to make a pit stop, so Lanzi will have to make a pit stop eventually. That's it, making that pit stop. Lanzi just behind, just over a second now. Oh, that's it. We'll hope to see if we can put the pressure on for Rico. We got 10.5 seconds for Rico though on 16 lap old hard tyres. Acid on those fresh soft tyres. So you expect that gap to come down. There's Rishi catching a lot of time up to Hammer here. Hammer obviously with the time penalty though. We have yellow flags for that will be Catsby, I think. No, it can't be Catsby. It wasn't Acid, so no, it was Acid. It was Acid, yeah. Acid spinning out, so he's got to catch all that time back up again as we have more yellow flags. That is for the other Acid, that is Catsby. This time spinning out. He drops down to P15. Look at this though, for the win as Rishi does get the move done. Down the inside, Hammer trying to hold it around the outside though. Who's going to get the position as they make contact and Rishi's gone off? So Hammer trying to hold it around the outside and Rishi trying to stick with it, but they end up making contact through the corner. And does Rishi have front wing damage? By the looks of it, no. But those two making contact, Rishi trying to get the move done as soon as possible. As we'll see, when is he going to get the move done down the straight? Opens the DRS now. Goes around the right hand side and into the braking zone. Hammer still going to hold it down the inside. Rishi lets it go for now. He knows he's got another DRS straight coming up very soon, and all he has to do is stay behind, doesn't. Got to make sure he doesn't hit him as Huda's rejoins. After being 9 tenths behind David. Possibly I want to get that position. There's David on 30 lap old mediums. So he's doing long still on those. Still Lanzi. No sign of coming into the pits. Huge stint from him as Rishi. Not close enough to get the move done though, as of yet. Oh, I just caught that. I saw it in the back as Rishi goes for the move around the outside. Jug ends up spinning out the final corner. That was Hooters. Rishi though, going side by side with Hammer. This time clean racing as he goes around the outside. Who's it going to be in the braking zone? Rishi still trying to hold it as he goes side by side. Hammer on those old tyres, has struggled with tyres, but in the end Rishi gets the move done. Good racing from those two in the end, but Hammer on those old hard compound tyres in the end can't do anything because I think Jug has retired into the pit, so yeah, Jug not happy, and in the end it is P12 for him, as I hope those are soft tyres for Razi. Coming out now, those are hard compound tyres for Razi. Okay, interesting. Still on 3 lap old. Okay, so I think he's changed his tyres. I don't know if that's an option now, that you don't have to change your tyres. But he's come in. And that drops it down to P11 as well with Lanzi. Closeness to the back of Hooters. Hammer. Is he going to go for another move on Rishi here? Into the braking zone down the inside. He's going to go for it. But Rishi's just going to patiently wait for the exit. And Rishi, that's a great move from him though. Gets a tag slapper. And Rishi with a perfect switchback, but in the end puts the power down too early. But Rishi coming down the back straight now with DRS as well. Does he go for the move around the outside into the braking zone? No, he doesn't. He's gonna wait. And still 11 laps to go left in this race. And Rishi still can't find a way through here. Has Lanzi spun? I think Lanzi might have spun here. Still hasn't made that pit stop. I think he spun out as Rishi makes the move down the inside. Unorthodox pace to get the move done there, but he gets it done. But Hammer though, surely he'll have DRS, and he does, coming down the straight. Neither using their overtake, but around the outside goes Hammer and into the braking zone, and Hammer retakes P7 here as that's Acid into the pits with a front wing change as what's up? Okay, Acid sitting in the pits for a long time. It looks as if when they put the wing on it just broke, but that promotes Razi up into P10 as David now looking to put the pressure on Lanzi as Rishi still behind Hammer. Surely this battle's going to end sometime. As to the inside goes Rishi. Lanzi finally into the pits after a huge stint. Hammer trying to hold it around the outside as they go side by side, but surely on the power. Rishi this time gets a good exit, and Rishi finally takes P7. And Hammer, I don't think we'll be able to do anything back this time. But down into P8 here. Yeah, Hammer drops down to P7, won't be able to get moved, and Trocker, the gap 2 seconds out in front, and this is enough for Trocker to win the race as long as he doesn't get another time penalty. As there's still only 3 seconds for Joe. Out in front, David with 9 seconds of penalty though, so Rishi could still take that position. As talking about penalties, Acid gets a penalty as we have. Is that Acid spinning? I think that was Acid spinning. Gets the penalty and spins out. As Rishi needs to catch 2 seconds to David up ahead. To be able to take 5th place off his teammate here. But Lanzi finally making that pit stop now. He's just going to pile the pressure on other people here. I'll be expecting the fastest lap here. It's 5 seconds up ahead to Hammer on those old hard tyres as Ermag gets a 3-second time penalty. Trocker, the gap within 2 seconds now. So all he needs is to just hold on to that and he should be perfectly fine. No mistakes from Trocker will give him the win here. It's no mistakes, it's been a long race. Still got 8 laps to go, a bit of a lock up on front right there. Into the first corner. I'm sure it won't be much of a problem for him. Already Lanzi is caught up a second to Hammer ahead. Bit of contact on the wall, but I wasn't sure if it was from Lanzi or the Aston Martin ahead. I'm not sure who the Aston Martin ahead is. It will be Catsby on fresh soft tyres also, so Catsby in last place though by 30 seconds. I don't think we've had many safety cars here. Not I've been watching anyway, no safety cars at all. The safety car would really throw a spanner in the works here if it was to happen. Trucker, I hope that doesn't happen. So will Joe Royal actually. He doesn't want a safety car. Rishi would love a safety car though. At the moment I know he's on those fresh soft tyres and currently he is going to take P5 from his teammate. But with no time penalties at the moment, late safety cars really can help you. But from what I've seen, Joe has led every lap but one, in which he came into the pits. He's had a great race, but so is Chocker. Behind, he's being patient. That's all. That's what you need in these 100% races. Just to be patient. Make sure there's no costly mistakes, and you can get a good finishing position. There's Lanzi, they got down to 2 seconds now. Oh, he might have a bit of DRS here as well, off of the Aston ahead. And that will help him on his way to catching up Hammer. As that is Catsby, still ahead. But now the gap actually, Trocker to Joe, there's only 1.3, so Trocker is getting even closer than he needs to be, as we have more yellow flags in sector 1 and it's for another Aston Martin. And I thought Aston was doing some donuts then. But both Aston Martins, P13 and P14, better than McLaren, currently P15, P17, both DNF'd. It's not been a good day from them. But Trocker might fancy himself a move. Only a second behind now. Could challenge DRS with a lap fresher tyres. There's Lanzi. Surely is going to get within a second of Hammer sometime soon. There's the gap, 1.5 seconds though. Coming down that straight. The gap only 5/10 Hammer. I think might have made a mistake there actually. Coming down the back straight. Gap though 6.5 tenths and it's not coming down. It's a Hammer with a quick car in a straight line. Could make it very difficult for Lanzi to get the move. There's penalty wise actually with those two. Lanzi has 1 second more worth of penalties than Hammer, so he needs to get the move done and a second. He's just going to try to set himself up as best he can. Surely through this section he can have more pace. Look at that right on the back of Hammer. There's Trocker. putting the pressure. He's going to have DRS here. As that is Ermag spinning around, not for the first time this race. He was getting onto the back of DMAC actually there, putting the pressure on, but now he spun out. Instead it's going to be Acid putting the pressure on him possibly. He's down the straight, but look at this. Lanzi only 4 tenths away from Hammer, not going to make a move yet, but Trocker only 7 tenths away from Joe here. As we have is that David spinning out? I believe David's spinning out there, and David drops down to P6 now. But look how close Trocker is. So Trocker all of a sudden with the pace at the end of the stint on these soft tyres, only 5 laps to go after this lap, as we have Lanzi going for a move on Hammer here. It's to the inside. Lanzi just going to keep his front wing intact, tries to get the better exit but can't. He'll have to wait for a move into turn 1 here. Gets a good run though. As he opens to DRS. Surely he's going to try and challenge for a move. Not quite yet. He's going to be patient, sit behind for now. Yeah, look how close Trocker's getting onto the back of Joe. He might fancy himself a move. And finished first on the track as well as overall. You won't want to push too hard. You want to make sure that they can battle cleanly and they both get through it. As Lanzi trying to set a move on Hammer here. Oh, this 42 lap old hard compound tyres. He's been on the tyres for the longest out of anyone. But monster first stint, 48 laps I think, on medium tyres as well, not even hard tyres. Shows how they can go a long way. As Trocker is going to challenge for a move here. So first place battle here. Trocker just going to sit behind for now, as that's a mistake. So Trocker forces a mistake from Joe as Joe goes wide, and Trocker moves up to P1 on track. So Trocker forces a mistake from Joe. He's been putting the pressure on lap, and Joe makes the mistake. He was going to finish first anyway, but Trocker moves up into first place. As we have Lanzi going for the move here on Hammer, and Lanzi down the inside gets the moved on Hammer. So Lanzi up to P7. Now we'll possibly go after David here. Let's look at the penalty situation between them. Yeah, David with 3 more seconds. So currently David's only going to get P8. It depends how Hammer can do against David, but Lanzi will get the position. Lanzi will press on a lot and will make sure that he gets a position on Hammer. But Trocker gets the move done. In the end it's Joe with a mistake, but that's what happens when you have a Ferrari in your mirrors. That's all he's seen for the past couple of laps. It's Trocker just picking up the pace more and more, and it's Trocker leading. Michael behind in P3, been on those hard compound tyres for a while now. He's had quite a boring back end of this race. Not really had anyone near to battle. As Joe could possibly try and get the move done, as that's Lanzi already past David. So Lanzi already onto the back of David and gets the move done. David's struggling here for some reason, but David's going to go for it again. And David down the straight gets the move done. Back into P6 as we have Trocker. Trocker's made a mistake. So Trocker has made a mistake as well now, and Joe retakes the lead. As David spun out, and I think that was a reset to track. I hope it wasn't a reset to track. Yeah, I hope that wasn't a reset to track from him, as now Hammer getting caught up with Rishi. So Rishi's all of a sudden lost a lot of time, and all of a sudden these two going side by side again. We thought we lost that battle a long time ago, but Rishi, unless it was Rishi the one who made the mistake, I'm not quite sure. I only joined it late on, but Rishi makes a mistake, and Michael coming in for the fastest lap here. He's got the time to do it. Might as well grab that extra point. But Rishi, I think, was the one to make the mistake. Might not have been David who made the mistake in the end. But Rishi loses a lot of time, down to P7 now. As we have 2 laps remaining. As Trocker's going to go for the move here. Trocker around the outside, trying to get the move. Joe to the inside though, as Joe's gone too deep again. I'm losing my voice here, Jesus Christ. Joe moves up into first again. Manages to hold off Trocker there. But Trocker doesn't need to make the move. Joe with the 3-second time penalty as Rishi gets back past David here. And back up to P6 ahead of his teammate. So we are just going to keep the penalties on. So yeah, David with 9 seconds, going to lose the positions anyway. Rishi might be able to, if he can, push on, get within Milanzi here as Trocker. Is he looking for another move? Not quite. Got 2 laps to go here. Is Trocker going to make the move on the track? It was Joe who made the mistake in the first place, and then Trocker seemed to do it again. As we have these guys going side by side again, as it's Hammer who gets past David this time. So David dropping down the order, and in fact Farico's going to get David here as well, so David's going to drop down to P9 due to penalties. But Trocker, the gap 3/10, and he's got a good run here on Joe. Is he going to get the move done as he switches to the inside? It's a late move. Joe, does he outbrake himself? Both drivers outbraking themselves as they're trying to outbrake each other. As we have yellow flags for Haskars. Is that Hooters or Ermag? I'm not quite sure, as Joe's back end snaking around a lot. As Ermag coming into the pits with a 5-second time penalty. But Trocker, he's going to have a move down this straight. It's a gap 3/10, just over. As down the straight goes, open to DRS. Which way does he go? He's going to go to the inside. Joe doesn't defend it. And who's going to brake late? It's going to be Trocker down the inside, gets the move done. Joe's going to try and switch back, but Joe with a mistake. Trying to put the power down too early. Has to catch some oversteer. And Trocker, with 1 lap to go. Is he going to win this on track? As Ermag coming out of the pits right in front of these guys. And they've cold tyres. Just going to make sure he doesn't put these guys off. Plus Trocker 6/10 ahead of Joe. And I don't think Joe's going to have an answer here. And I think Trocker's going to take this on track. As Michael gets fastest lap, so coming in has paid off for him. As I'm sure Ermag was going to try and get the fastest lap for himself. However, unfortunately, he's mistimed it, and Trocker and Joe lap him again, and so he won't be able to get the fastest lap, and it will go to Michael unless someone else can do it on the final lap of the race. But it's going to be Trocker who takes it. Just a couple more corners to go, 3 overall I think. Has Joe got a good enough run? I don't think so. Even with DRS the gap increasing. As Acid now gets the fastest lap, so Acid takes it back from Michael. The 28.7, Michael's going to have to go again to try and get the fastest lap, as that's Joe going wide through the final corner. It's going to be Trocker who wins. After 57 laps, Trocker wins the endurance race. Joe tried his best, but it's P2 that he's going to get. Michael, that's a purple middle sector from him. Is he going to get fastest lap back from Acid, as we have Farico close to David here. So they're only coming through the first sector now. Oh my, finish. Michael on exit, 3/10 up. Can he get fastest lap? It's going to be P3 for him as he crosses the line. And it's not quite fastest lap for Michael, but it's going to be P3 for him. As Farico gets past David. David in the end is going to get P9. As Ferrari, Razi crossing the line in P10. I believe this is either Acid or Catsby. No, it's not. Okay. But it's not, and it's Hooters who crosses the line. Hooters in P4. Lanzi, after a huge stint on those medium tyres to start off with, something crazy like 48 laps he did on those tyres. And Lanzi rounds the final corner. Lanzi will take P5. Rishi, in the end, will take P6 after a late mistake he could have possibly got. Lanzi, Hammer will take P7. Rico crosses the line in P8, David in P9, and then Rozzy in P10. And that's the first endurance race over. One of 3. It's one every week in the end. It's Trucker who wins as wow. Okay, and we're having a rave as well apparently in celebration. Trucker winning. Apparently. I don't know if it's happening on stream. Yeah, it is happening on stream. So we're having a rave. So yeah, Trucker P1 in the end with no time penalties. One of the few people in the end. Him, Razi, and Catsby, I believe, in the end didn't get time penalties. Joe in P2. Michael P3 tried getting fastest lap in the end, only just missed out. Hooders P4, Lanzi P5, Rishi P6, Hammer P7, Frico P8, David P9, Razi P10, DMAC 11, Acid 12, Catsby 13, Ermag 14, and that's all I saw. So, that's the first of 3 years. Oh, for God's sake, now I'm getting online server errors, yay. We'll see you guys in a bit. Goodbye.